friends, Brian here for Yes You Can Play Guitar. I'm taking 1 second to quickly interrupt our regular scheduled programming to ask you, do you used to take guitar lessons from me? Over the years, I have taught thousands of students. And another cool feature here on YouTube is that some of the students that I've been out of touch with, they're seeing me on YouTube and contacting me. It's really cool reconnecting with all my former students. If you took lessons from me, send me an email at the address below. Tell me when and where you took lessons. It'd be really cool to reconnect. Let's carry on, shall we, with the regular scheduled programming. It's Brian here for Yes You Can Play Guitar, and I always ask that same question, have you really improved on the guitar in the past year? For most people, they'll say, nope. And most of the people they'll say, yeah, I did. Most of those will say, not as much as I would have liked. And I often talk about on my channel why some people become good in guitar and why a lot of people don't, why a lot of people quit or they just have minimal success and they don't get the results that they want. Well, there's 3 reasons. Number 1, technique. If your fingers aren't going to do or aren't trained to do what you want them to do, you're going to have a lot of problems playing the stuff you want to play and improving the way you want. And number 2, theoretical knowledge, having a basic understanding of how music works. And the 3rd reason is a lot of people start out on the guitar, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to practice or what steps in the right order they're supposed to take. Talking about number 2, I wanted to give you guys a really quick fretboard hack to help you guys who are working on the first step in learning music theory. And that first step is understanding the layout of the notes or the chromatic scale on the guitar. I covered that in a previous video that I put out a few weeks ago. If you didn't watch that, I would encourage you to watch that first. I'll put the link to the video here at the very end of the video. But here goes, guys. When we start on the guitar and we're like, okay, you have to know what the notes are on the guitar neck. For people that have just learned the chromatic scale and they're just learning that, someone said, okay, the 7th fret on the D string. People would have to be like, okay, so D string, 7th fret, so D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp. A. Okay. But if you already have a reference point on each string that breaks it up a little bit, you can figure out the notes much quicker. So here's an easy one for you. Okay? The high E string. Okay? High meaning not one that's been smoking something. The thinnest and the highest in pitch. Okay? So the high E string. Okay? We play that note by itself, we got an E. Well, if I play the 5th fret on the B string, the next thinnest string, it's the same note. So now I know that the 5th fret on the B string is E as well. It's an E, same octave, okay? Wow, the 9th fret on the G string is the same note as well. The 14th fret on the D, it's the same. The 19th fret on the A string, and the 24th fret on the low E string. It's the same note going across the guitar neck. So if you know where that specific E is on each string, you can say, oh, okay, well, if I have to know what the 7th fret on the G string is, right? But you already know that the 9th fret is an E, you just go back 2. When you go back 2 in the chromatic scale, E back to D, it's 2 frets, we know it's a D. We don't have to start G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C. We don't have to do that. We already know this is an E. Go back 2, we got a D. Okay, that's one other little quick fretboard hack for you to help you memorize the notes on the guitar. Remember guys, practice hard, practice smart, no excuses, and we'll see you soon.